1,204 days till New Halling, Fear and Greed, Extreme Greed, 79. And Bitcoin is currently trading at the 99.6k. We did make a new all-time high above the 100k. The highest point was 104k roughly. Yeah, 104k on Coinbase. And what is this Bitstamp? Yeah, somewhere at the range of 104k. So it was we went above the 100k for sure. It was legit breakout out of the 100k, but we did not have a close above the 100k. Like it was 99.9k, 99.8k, right? But we don't make the like a strong confirmation of a breakout out of the 100k, which 100k is mostly like a mental resistance, I would say, because of the round number. 100k is pretty round, plus it was around the news a lot, this number. So 100k was definitely a resistance. We broke it, and right now we're trading it slightly below it, 99.5k. So nothing changed for the Bitcoin in general since the last episode that we were making. We were just, at that time we were at 89k, I'm pretty sure, somewhere at that range. So we were just waiting for 100k, and 100k did happen. Right now some consolidation is happening, which is okay, which is fine, right? If we're gonna have a correction, some rough one, that would be not great, but still for now on everything is going as it should be, right? As all bull cycles were. Yeah, daily time frame, I would say it's a really small time frame to look at. We got almost 2 months left till the beginning, I guess, of the extremely safe take profit zone, right? I told you in the previous video that there should be a middle of January, starting middle of January and ending middle of March. After that, I would say it's the middle. The risk reward is somewhere at the middle, right? So you're trying to catch the highest point of a bull cycle in a range of middle of March and middle of September, right? That would be like half of the year of trying to catch the highest point of a bull cycle, again based on the previous cycles, right? I put this time frame fully based on the previous cycles. So the safest zone would be middle of January, middle of March, and risk reward somewhere in the middle would be middle of March and middle of September. After middle of September, we should start having correction again, same as in the previous bull cycle. If we're gonna continue the pattern, if this cycle would be cyclical compared to the previous one, and obviously the crypto winter is also important thing, same as a bull cycle. Without crypto winter, we're not gonna have a bull cycle, and without a bull cycle, we're not gonna have a crypto winter. So right now we're having a bull cycle. We're kind of at the beginning of a bull cycle, hoping it's gonna continue, obviously above the 100k. I think if my prediction would be, I'm not really good at predicting like exact price. I would say I'm okay with dates, but price is a kind of rough one. I don't know, I would say 150k may be the highest point, but from 100k to 150k again, that would be like 50%, right? So that's not a lot for the Bitcoin, but still, right now Bitcoin sitting roughly at 2 trillion, pretty big market cap. So yeah, Let's move on to that's what the Bitcoin. So let's move on to the indicators. Weekly time frame, kind of looking overbought on a MACD, which is okay. And monthly is the one that is looking finally promising, right? Back in the days when we were somewhere at the January, July, like May, in this what was the falling channel, right? For half of the year, we were in this falling channel, and we were talking that that monthly MACD is looking terrible, that we're having a sell-off, that we're having a bearish momentum, bearish pressure, the same way as we seen in 2021, right? We're having a sell-off, but then there was a reversal there. But the problem with the 2021 was that it was the bull cycle. It was the end of the bull cycle, right? Every bull cycle has the beginning and the end. So reversal did happen, but it got sold off pretty quickly. But right now we're in the beginning of the bull cycle. So right now reversal is continuing, right? And if we're gonna have the close in the current month, which is December, we're gonna also have the confirmation of a continuation of a bullish reversal on monthly MACD. Again, monthly MACD cycles are really accurate when it comes to the Bitcoin, right? It's showing a really good efficiency of predicting the crypto winter, the bull cycles, right? It's pretty accurate thing for that one. So yeah, so we are keeping an eye on, we're gonna continue keep an eye on a monthly MACD, but again, it is looking great. There's nothing to complain about. I'm not gonna be complaining about the monthly MACD, considering how bad it was in September. All right. So yeah, so that's the Bitcoin. Everything's looking nice, obviously, when you're so close, when you're pretty much at the all-time high, everything is looking nice. Ethereum is not making new all-time high. Can you imagine that? Ethereum dominance is really low. So Bitcoin dominance really crushed the Ethereum dominance. And plus other altcoins, which is mostly meme coins, like for example Pepe. Pepe is probably the strongest right now altcoin, which also a meme coin. So there's you can divide altcoins or two things, like altcoin with a serious fundamentals, like with a serious team, stuff like that, and like a really big meme. And this Pepe is really strong one. Looks like a pretty solid altcoin. Same goes to the Doge. It's trying to make a new all-time high, kind of. Again, a lot of talks about $1, trying to shoot for $1, which is not that far away actually. It's like 100%, right? 100% for an altcoin, for a meme coin is nothing. Plus, and mostly I would say Dogecoin is being pumped by the Elon. It's continuing to being pumped by the Elon. Also the new Department of Government Efficiency, which is Doge. Pretty funny, but pretty legit actually. So yeah, BTC dominance is having some pullback after, pretty big run up, and the highest point was 61.5%. BTC dominance right now sitting at 55.2. Some rough correction, but it is fine because Bitcoin is still continuing to pump. BTC market cap sitting at 2 trillion. Highest point was 2.1 roughly. All right, pretty big one again. 2 trillion market cap is pretty huge. Gold is having correction, kind of $150 below the all-time high. It's still continuing to have correction. But again, gold is really long-term asset, hard to judge on such a small scale on what is happening in gold market. All right, you should, if you're interested in gold, you should watch some gold bugs that is trading or swing trading or investing in a gold. Right, they definitely know what type of indicators or what type of movement, what type of patterns are pretty accurate for gold. S&P, oh boy, S&P is literally on a run-up. It's continuing to have a run-up. It's kind of looking the same way as we had in 2021 after the COVID, right? It's continuing to have like this huge run-up, currently sitting at roughly 6.1K S&P 500, and there's no signs of a correction, right? But you should always remember, the higher the peak goes, the closer you are for the correction. This rule always works in all of the markets. It's just the golden rule. So the higher it goes, the more careful you should be. Again, I've been trading S&P for a lot of the years, so you can see based on previous patterns that corrections are happening. So be careful, right? Be diversified. Maybe go small in cash. Have some cash on a side just in case for scooping some corrections, right? So yeah, it's pretty much all for the Bitcoin and financial markets. Everything is literally looking great. Everything is looking bullish. Bitcoin bull cycle have plenty of time to have more pumps, to have more run-ups, right? To go above the 100K, to have a confirmation of 100K. So that is great. So yeah, we'll be waiting for, I don't know, some price above the 100K. We'll be waiting for January for the next year. Obviously, this is the last episode, by the way, in this year. I don't see the point of making episodes in this year, unless there's going to be some black swan, right? If there's going to be some black swan, then okay. But if there's going to be no black swans, we should see each other in the middle of January. So in the middle of January, I'll be making a new episode. We'll see what's going to be price of Bitcoin there, hoping it's going to continue to be above the 100K. And then we're going to talk what is happening there in the Bitcoin. It's pretty much a little bit more than a month for a new episode. So yeah, until that, to the moon, to the moon, to the moon.